It is awesome to be back with you guys this morning. And today, I brought one of my girls with me. I brought Shaylee Phillips. Luckily, her mom said, hey, if I wanted to use one of her kids, I could. So I jumped on that chance and I brought Shaylee today with me. So she's going to help us with our lesson today. But, I haven't even seen you very much, Shaylee, obviously. How is homeschooling going for you?
Well, it's actually going good since I have all my siblings, and schoolwork has been going great for me. It's been super easy. I'm able to breeze through it, and it's nice to hang out with my family.
So I've been having to do what they call now the Zoom meetings. Have you been doing that?
I have. I have one every Tuesday and one every Friday, and I like them because, you get to see your classmates' faces, and I got to see our teacher put our principal on there one time, and our counselor, and our switch teacher, and I just like getting to interact with people.
It is a little different, though, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Well, we're thankful that we do have technology, that we can do those kind of things, and that we can still have service with our boys and girls, even though that we're not being able to worship together. So, being the fact that I said worship, that's what we usually start off with, is a little praise and worship. So boys and girls, we're going to start like we usually do. We're going to just put on our little imagination helmets, and we're going to pretend that we are in the sanctuary all together, and we're going to start off with some praise and worship. So y'all just stand and worship the King of Kings with us.
Water, I won't go under, I won't drown. When I'm in over my head, I know that you won't let me down. When I'm broken, greatest day in history. Death has beaten, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day when you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I am changed. When I stand in that place, free at last, meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. Endless joy and perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day when you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Forever I am changed. And oh, what a glorious day! What a glorious day! And oh, what a glorious day! What a glorious name! Jesus! Oh, happy day, you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. Oh, happy day, when you wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, I'll never be the same. No, forever I am changed. Forever I am changed.
Wow. I think I could actually hear the kids singing through the TV again. Do you? They were pretty loud today, weren't they? Now, I'm going to have to I kind of like the girls. I think they're always a little bit louder because they always have a little bit more energy or whatever. What do you think the girls?
The boys were
Really? Really? Okay, wow, okay. Well, today, Shaylee, we actually start a whole new curriculum called Giants. What is the one giant, huge, monstrous thing that you've ever seen?
probably a grizzly bear.
Whoa. You've actually seen a grizzly bear?
Well, I've seen one at a museum that we went to in Branson. I mean, it was pretty big.
Would you want to face that thing?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to face a bear either. Well, today we're actually going to be talking about how to defeat our giants. So we're going to start off with our intro video, and we're going to watch it together. How about that?
Let's do it.
Hey everybody, my name's Timothy,
And I'm Michelle.
and we're going to teach you how to defeat your giants.
In this series, we're going to learn some big lessons from one of the coolest stories in the Bible, David and Goliath.
The story is found in 1 Samuel chapter 17. The army of Israel had a huge giant to defeat. The giant's name was Goliath.
Goliath.
No, Galoshes.
It's Goliath.
Gesundheit.
Never mind. Goliath was a huge giant. He was over 9 feet tall.
9 feet tall? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
Man, 9 feet tall? That's like two of me stacked together. Hey me, How's the weather up there?
Okay, we get it.
For real though, 9 feet tall? That's huge.
It sure is, and this giant was threatening the whole army of Israel.
Man, Israel sure had a giant problem.
They sure did.
Kids, have you ever had a giant problem? You know, a problem that's way bigger than you and you felt totally helpless?
Well, a good friend of ours definitely has a giant problem. His name is Evan.
Evan is a really nice kid who has lots of friends, but he has one giant problem. His problem has a name too, Rusty.
Rusty is the school bully. He messes with Evan every day at the playground. No matter what Evan tries to do to avoid him, he's always there to pick on him.
The other day, Evan and his friends were on the playground. Rusty came over and threw his ball all the way across the field. How mean is that? Kids, do you have a giant problem? I don't necessarily mean that you have a bully picking on you at school, but do you have a giant problem standing in your way?
Maybe the giant in your life isn't a bully. It could be problems in your family, loneliness, sadness, or even worry. It might even be a sin in your life, like stealing, talking about people behind their back, and lying.
Lots of kids have giant problems in their life that seem to be holding them back from what God truly wants them to be.
In this series, we're going to learn how to defeat our giants, but we can't do it alone. We need God on our side. No matter how big our giant is, our God is bigger.
I know you'll love today's lesson. We're going to meet the giant Goliath and learn some important truths that we all need to remember about giants.
Until next time, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Timothy.
And we'll see you later on Giant.
Wow, that intro video was crazy, but it gave us a great insight of what our story is going to be about today. David and Goliath. It's a story we've all heard, but we're going to learn something different. We're going to learn how to defeat our own giants through this curriculum. But first of all, we need to probably start with our power verse and learning God's word. Are y'all ready to learn with me? Let's look at that video. Wait. What in the world are you doing?
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to frighten you, fancy city folk.
Well, I'm not sure you really frightened me, but basically, who are you? And I didn't even catch your name.
That's because I haven't given it to you yet. The name's Maple. Maple saw that.
Well, it is nice to meet. Oh, ow. My goodness, you are very strong. Is that the reason why they named you Maple? Was after that strong tree?
No, I'm not named it through the tree. I named it through the syrup. You see, my pappy loved syrup on his flapjacks so much that he named all of his kids after it.
Wow.
I've got 2 sisters named Blueberry and Apple, and a brother named BP.
That's Brinkston Phillips, right?
No, Butterpecan.
Oh.
Yep, the Sawback family is the greatest bunch of lumberjacks on this side of the road, kids. Well, lumberjacks and lumberjanes.
Wait, what is a lumberjane?
That's me, a female lumberjack. Now, if you'll excuse me, Sugar! Come here, Sugar!
Why are you yelling for Sugar? We can probably stop at the store and get that.
I'm not talking about that kind of sugar. Sugar's the name of my pet bear.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, wait a minute. Did you just say pet bear?
Oh, yeah. It's about 14 feet tall, big teeth, razor sharp claws, wears a pink tutu. Have you seen her around?
Well, how in the world am I supposed to see a giant, scary bear that's invisible? Does she make some kind of like yelling or animal sounds?
She sure does. Sugar plays the harmonica. Listen. You hear that?
Yeah, no. I don't hear anything.
That's because it's invisible.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I mean, there's a giant, huge, enormous bear that's invisible somewhere loose in here, and you're just staying so calm.
Oh, that's easy. I've learned how to handle the giants in my life.
Wow, okay. So, Do you handle invisible monsters often? Because if you do, I don't think we can hang out anymore.
No. Nothing like that. You see, a giant is any problem bigger than you. Life's full of giant problems.
That is very true. Actually, the world is going through a pretty giant problem right now. It's called the COVID-19. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yes, my cat has told me lots of stories of it.
Oh, well, these problems are going to be really scary for kids, adults, for all of us.
Yep, and if you're not for Jesus, those giants can seem even bigger. But here's the secret about giants. You can just pretend they don't exist and hope they'll disappear. Giants don't leave on their own. They must be defeated. And you know what? Our God is in the giant business.
Wow, that is so encouraging. So what are you going to do about defeating Sugar?
Sugar don't need to be defeated. All she ever wants to do is cuddle. She's a real powder puff, even though she's big. It's the squirrels you can worry about.
Squirrels?
I just hate squirrels. Listen, I hear invisible music. Sugar's backstage. I'll see you later, folks. This is Maple Sawback reminding you if you're ever lost out in the woods, lost on the outside of a tree. See ya.
I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? I don't know. Let's just get right back into our power verse and let's learn God's word together.
Hi everyone, I'm Tanya. Most people call me Tiny Tanya on account of I'm pretty tiny. Okay, really tiny. Most things that are normal size for other people are ginormous to me. Which is funny because I work at a huge online sales company called Bamazon.com. I actually work in the warehouse where we store all of the items people order from us. They just click purchase and bam, we send it right to them. Get it? Bamazon? Anyway, I have a huge list of things to get from the warehouse. But before I do, I want to teach you today's power verse. Today's power verse says, if God is for us, who can ever be against us? Romans 8:31. That power verse is massively awesome. Now I want all the boys to stand up and say it with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. If God is for us, who can ever be against us? Romans 8:31. Tremendous job, boys. Now it's time for the girls to stand up and say the power verse with me, Tiny Tanya, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. If God is for us, who can ever be against us? Romans 8:31. Great job, girls. You can have a seat. You know what? Today's power verse is going to help me a lot. Today I have to ship this giant wristwatch to a customer named Enormous. And since I'm so tiny, shipping huge items like this can be exhausting. In fact, today when I found out how huge this watch is, I felt defeated. But today's power verse is a great reminder that when I put my trust and hope in God, nothing can defeat me. If God is for me, who or what wrist accessory can be against me? Now I feel great. It's time for everybody, all the boys and girls, to stand up and say the power verse with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. If God is for us, who can ever be against us? Romans 8:31. That was great, but I better get going because if these items don't get shipped, the customers won't get their purchases in time. I better bam! I'll see you later, boys and girls. This is Tiny Tanya. Bye-bye.
That was a great power verse today that we learned. But Shaylee, now it's time to learn our What's Up verse. You want to learn that with me?
Yes.
Well, it's great. If we could only remember this all the time, that it's my giants may be big, but my God is even bigger. You ready to watch the video with me?
Let's do it.
What's up?
What's up, peeps? It's me, the SKI to the double TLES, Skittles in the hizzy, and I'm ready to tell you what's up. I am so excited to be starting this brand new series. It's big, huge, humongous, ginormous. It's a series called Giant, and we're gonna learn some really cool lessons from the story of David and Goliath. Today, we are talking about taking on the giants in our lives. So every time somebody asks you, what's up, you tell them. My giant may be big, but my God is bigger. We all have problems in our lives. Stuff like sickness, sadness, and loneliness. Sometimes those problems are things like family problems, sinful habits, bullies, all kinds of stuff. Often, those problems seem so big and we seem itty bitty. But God is bigger than any giant problem you may face. He ain't intimidated. He's a big God. So anytime somebody asks you, what's up, you tell them. My giant may be big, but my God is bigger. And that's what's up. I got a rainbow of flavor, and I'm living for my Savior. Skittles out, baby.
Shaylee, that was a great what's up. So now I'm going to get into what I call my favorite part of the lesson. You want to help me do the lesson today?
Yes.
You can see I've got a lot of stuff up here. We've got a lot to talk about. But today our lesson is on David and Goliath. So I kind of wanted to set the scene for you guys today. So I know this isn't